7 to 8 hours, ate on average 20% more calories throughout the day. That adds up. Because when you get just one night of poor sleep, your ghrelin, hunger hormone that I mentioned earlier, elevates and your leptin, the fullness hormone, falls. So sleep quality has a direct impact on your appetite. So when you're dieting, try to get your 7 to 9 hours. It makes a huge difference. And number 5 would be learning how to legitimately cook and learn my way around a kitchen. You're 5 YouTube cooking videos away from being an exceptional cook. I thought that being fit meant eating chicken, broccoli, and brown rice and not using seasoning. And when I learned that 1, that's bullshit, and 2, if I can teach myself how to cook and season things properly and not overcook proteins and learn how to prepare vegetables, that food is actually delicious. Healthy food is not bad. You just can't fucking cook, respectfully. There's a multitude of things I do, probably 50 that make a huge difference, but these are the ones that came to mind and have helped me keep the body fat off for 8 years. It isn't easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
I'm not an elite endurance athlete by any means, but I've done a couple marathons, I've done an ultra, I've done many long runs, and I have never cramped, I have never bonked. For those of you who don't know what bonking is, it's when at mile 19 to 23 of a marathon, your body just shuts the fuck down, you cramp, you feel terrible. That has never happened to me, and I go into every race day feeling like my legs have jet fuel in them. This is the strategy I use to do that. It's very simple. I got this strategy from Nick Bare and Jeff Cunningham on one of Nick's YouTube videos. 3 days out, I start carbohydrate loading. Some people say that that's too early. I don't care. I'd rather overshoot that than undershoot it. I follow the simple approach that I got from Nick from his whiteboard YouTube video of 7 grams of carbohydrates per kilogram of body weight. So if you were 90 kilograms, for example, and how you get to kilograms if you're an American like me and you use freedom units, take your body weight in pounds, divided by 2.2, that's your body weight in kilograms. Take that, multiply it by 7, that's how many carbs you're gonna eat per day. Does that look like a lot when you do the math? Yeah, I know, that's because it fucking is. So for me, that's like 550-ish grams of carbs a day. And I get that mostly through low fiber, high glycemic carbohydrate, because if I got it through fibrous foods, my tummy would hurt bad. So a lot of rice, a lot of liquid fruit juices, a ton of cereal, honey, maple syrup, pancakes are a go-to for me. Remember, we're not fueling for longevity and health when it comes to putting down a good marathon time. We're fueling for performance, and there is a difference. So I do that for 3 days straight. On the day of the race, I wake up approximately 3.5 to 4 hours before the race starts. I have 100 grams of carbs, as well as about 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams of sodium about an hour and a half before the race. I give myself plenty of time to go to the bathroom, do my business, let the food digest so I'm not burpy or having an upset stomach when I start. And then 20 minutes before the race, I have a goo gel. So 25 grams of carbs, 20 to 30 minutes prior. From the point that we start the race, this is the important part if you're still here, I have 500 milligrams of sodium, 50 grams of carbs every hour. So every 30 minutes, I'm having like 200 to 300 megs of salt and 1 goo gel. The vehicles in which I consume those are simple. I just said goo gel, carbohydrate gels, and normally I use the Noon salt tablets, and I just chew them up and throw them back with a sip of water. This past weekend at the New York Marathon, I used salt tablets, so I do that every 30 minutes on the minute, and I maintain that for the whole race. Towards the end of the race, if I have extra in my bag, extra salt, extra carbs, I just hammer them to try to maximize my performance to the end. This strategy works perfectly for me every time. I've used it in a 50K, I've used it in 2 marathons now, and I've used it on multiple 18 to 22 mile runs. So if you needed a fueling strategy, I hope that helps. It is not easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
Here are the best ways to find content ideas that actually get you views and bring in some followers. So I'm going to give you 3 ways to generate content creation ideas that we use to grow this account from 250 followers to 95,000 followers in just under 4 months. So save this so you don't lose it and drop us a follow for daily TikTok growth tips and content. Now the first place to look if you want some content creation ideas that will actually get you views is your own profile. You will have videos that have performed better than others. There will be a reason for that. Whether that be the topic, the hooks, the way you got people to engage, all of it. So go through your own account, find the videos that have done really well and create 10 video ideas trying to replicate that video with different points of value and a different format. Your profile's telling you what's working and what your audience wants to see from you, so generate content ideas off the back of that. Second place to find content ideas that actually work is creator search insights. I know it's a bit taboo. People are hating on it at the moment, saying it doesn't get you views. Fine, it's not as powerful anymore. However, it's still a keyword research tool. It shows you what your audience are actively looking for and their content gap shows you where TikTok thinks they need more content. So you should be going in there and finding any topics that are related to the content that you want to make and using these as content creation ideas. Don't pick one topic and create one video on it, just like you did with your videos from your own account. Create a lot of variations of it with different points of value and a different style and a different format, and attack it from as many angles as you can. Now the third place to find content ideas that actually work and to find content ideas that TikTok are rewarding within your niche or for your target audience, however you want to spin it, is by using TikTok search itself. Type in a keyword that's related to your content, whether that be get more followers on TikTok like us, whether it be beauty, morning routine, fitness, anything like that, and you will see all of the videos that TikTok are rewarding. You'll see the topics that they're on, you'll see the value that's delivered, and you go through there, and those are your content ideas. Lean into what TikTok likes, what the audience likes, and from there you'll understand the level of quality your videos are going to need in order to compete with these videos. Obviously add your own spin to it. Now if you want a part 2 of how to take one topic and create 10 video ideas from it, just comment part 2 and I can get that scheduled in for next week. And if you want to join countless people, gaining tens of thousands of followers and getting videos with views over 500,000 and 1 million plus, then click the link in our bio. We've got a completely free TikTok growth community over on Skool.com. We help you grow on TikTok with in-depth courses telling you how the algorithm works and focusing on quick wins and optimizing your content. And as soon as you join, you get some hook structures, so it's really easy to frame the start of your videos. So if you want instant access to all this and join over 4,000 people, just click the link in our bio and we'll see you over there. You might have heard of TikTok SEO and you might have heard that it's important for your videos, but there's a lot of misunderstanding about it, so I'm going to break it down here so you can make sure TikTok understands your content and you can get more views on every video you post. Now TikTok SEO just stands for search engine optimization. TikTok's trying to become a search engine so that whenever people search something, a relevant piece of content shows up, which makes more people want to search something, so on and so forth. And essentially TikTok's wanting you to stay away from Google and do everything you usually do on the one app. Now SEO for TikTok goes one step further because it's all about helping TikTok understand the piece of content. And because TikTok understands what users are interested in, they automatically put that piece of content on the For You page of users who are interested in that topic. So it's quite important. If you want to land on relevant For You pages rather than randomers, which is beneficial because the more relevant the person watching your video to the topic of the video, the more likely it is you're going to get engagement, and that's how you get the views. Now, the first common misconception is that it's hard. It absolutely isn't. What you've got to do is essentially get your video categorized. So you look at your video and at the search bar at the top, if it says find related content, it means it's not categorized, but if it has a related keyword, it means it is. In order to get a category in that search bar, you just speak the category, put it in your description, put it in your hashtags. As long as all of your hashtags are relevant to that category, maybe 80 to 90% of the time you're going to get categorized. The other 10 to 20% is down to how many times you say that category throughout the video. The hard part there is understanding what category to go after. So if you want me to make a part 2 on this, explaining how to figure that out, then just comment TikTok SEO and I'll get that out. Now, another thing people don't understand is that sometimes your video gets categorized and then it gets uncategorized. So your video initially gets categorized based off TikTok SEO, but if people are finding or engaging with your content through other means, then TikTok's going to associate another process for people to discover your content. So if it's through a different category, your categorization is going to drop off. It might come back, it might not, but if you